Love is refreshing. Love is beautiful. Love binds. Love connects. Love unifies. Love heals. But sometimes, love can feel like a heavy chain that binds, not just only binds, that also restrains. Sometimes love can begin to feel like control. Love can begin to feel like limitation. Love can begin to feel like bondage rather than freedom that it is meant to be. When love begins to feel like control, it is time to take a step back and reevaluate the relationship. Welcome to my channel. I'm Justin Ohrefe Father. Today I want to answer the question, what to do when love feels like control. What to do when love feels like control. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I want you to hit the subscribe button right away and sit back because a lot is coming your way. I am here to guide you. I am here to empower you to build the relationship of your dream. So today we are looking at what to do when love turns to control, or when love feels like control. Now, here are 5 signs that love is feeling like control. Number 1, you feel trapped or suffocated in the relationship. When you are in a relationship with someone, you were doing life with someone, and it looks like you are being suffocated. It looks like you don't have a voice. It looks like you can't even breathe. You can't say anything. Then love is becoming control. Number 2, when your partner is overly possessive and jealous and they cannot allow you to do the things that you love to do. When love begins to be like you are a property that is owned, when it begins to feel like you are one of the possessions that your partner holds, then love is turning to control. And love is never meant to be controlled. It's not. Number 3, when you are constantly walking on eggshells or afraid to express yourself. When each time something comes up and you want to express yourself, and on the second to say, if I express myself, this is going to turn to fight. This is going to turn to another quarrel. Oh, for peace to reign, let me not say anything. Then lovers certainly feeling like control. Because love comes with freedom. Freedom to share your thoughts. Freedom to share your mind. Freedom to speak your needs. When love begins to be a limiting force that prevents you from sharing your thoughts, then love is turning to control. Number 4, when your partner makes decisions for you without your input. When they make decisions for you, they tell you what to do, what not to do, and they don't care how you feel. And sometimes when you express how you feel, they say, I'm doing it for your own good. No, that is not love, that is control. Love does not just decide what the partner does. Love discusses. Love shares. So, if your partner makes a decision for you without your input, and they make that decision binding on you, then love is becoming control. Number 5, you feel guilty or anxious when you don't meet up to your partner's expectation. You are almost going into panic mode. You are so afraid and so threatened, you are vibrating. Then that is not love. That is not control. That is certainly not love. It has become control. Love says, I love you, I value you, I appreciate you, I want to meet your needs. And even if I'm not able to meet them 100%, I should be free to share my mind with you. And so, oh, I am making progress. I'm doing something. I'm working towards meeting all your needs. And the partner too should say, oh, honey, it's okay. I can see that you are doing everything to meet my needs. Even though you have not been able to meet up with everything, it's okay. We are growing. We are learning. We are getting better. And we'll get there. Not that I begin to panic because I am not able to meet up your expectations 100%. That is control. When not being able to meet your partner's expectations makes you to go into panic mode, makes you so guilty that you are practically shaking, then that is control. It's no longer love. Okay? Now, why do love sometimes feel like control? Because sometimes you can just focus on the control and the fact that the control is not okay, without looking into why your partner may want to control you. Most times when we understand the why behind the reason, the why behind the action, it's easier for us to deal with the specific issues that may be at hand. So here are some reasons why love sometimes feels like control. Number one, insecurity and fear. One or both partners may be struggling with insecurity. They may be struggling with fear of losing their partner or fear of being abandoned. Now, if these feelings are not properly handled, it can begin to make you to act in ways that make your partner feel like you are being controlled. Now, in a situation where you have excessive feelings of insecurity or fear of being abandoned, fear of your partner walking away from you, it means you have issues in your past that you have not resolved. It means you have emotional baggages that you have not resolved. And I would advise that you see a professional counselor or therapist to help you to walk through these issues. Because you may be doing this thinking you are trying to hold your partner, but you may eventually lose them. Because when control is excessive in a relationship, it brings rebellion. And that can eventually break the relationship. So you have to deal with your insecurities and your fear so you don't lose the blessing that God has given to you. Number two, reason why love sometimes feel like control is past trauma, which I've already mentioned a little bit while explaining point number one. Unresolved trauma or past negative experiences can lead to controlling behavior in a relationship. So what is the solution? Heal your inner child. Heal from your past traumas. If you can't walk through these things alone, get help. Number three, lack of trust. Trust issues can cause a partner to become overly controlling and possessive. For example, if one or both of the partners have been in relationships where they were betrayed, they will have issues with trust. So no matter how the partner will be behaving towards them, no matter how loving and caring that their partner is, they may still be struggling with these issues. And again, you need to deal with your trust issues. Because no relationship can survive without trust. And the best way to deal with your trust issues is to get help, is to heal from your past betrayal, from your past pain, and not to control your partner. When you control, you may eventually lose your partner in the end. So that is not the best solution. The fourth reason why love sometimes feels like control is power imbalance. When one partner have more power or influence in the relationship, this can lead to control. For example, maybe the man is doing financially well and maybe the woman is not doing anything. Maybe she's a stay-at-home mom, or At the present, she does not have any source of income and she's solely depending and relying on the man. This sole dependence and reliance on the man for financial provision, if the man is not well grounded and matured, he may begin to use that financial supply as a tool of control. So when he's angry, he won't supply what is needed. And this can be vice versa. Sometimes it may be the woman that is behaving this way. But the bottom line is that when there is imbalance of power in a relationship, it can lead to control. And I want you to know something. No one is created to be controlled. So if you're a man that you are controlling your partner, or you're a woman, you're controlling your partner, know this: the only control that God has given to you is to control yourself and not your partner. That is why one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit is called self-control. King James translation calls it temperance. So the only person God has given you the power to control is yourself, not your partner. So whatever makes you to want to control your partner is certainly not of God. And to build healthy relationships, you must learn to balance power in your relationship. And that means giving up every form of control and rather coming to sit down to discuss things objectively and honestly and coming to a middle ground or a point of agreement. So what do you do when love feels like control? Number one, communicate openly. Talk to your partner about how you feel. And in talking to your partner, use I statements rather than you statement. When you use you statement, it's like you are blaming them, you are passing judgment on them. But when you use I statement, it feels more comfortable with them. Okay? So avoid blaming or accusing your partner. Say, honey, I feel this way because of this. Don't say you are always, no. Use I statement. Number two, set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries and expectations for the relationship. What is it that you cannot accept in the relationship? What is acceptable and what is not acceptable? Clearly define them. So your partner knows when he or she is crossing the line. And for singles, I say this is one of the topics that I take when I'm doing premarital preparation program. You must set out clear boundaries from the beginning of the relationship. So if your partner cannot cope with them, then they are free to walk away. But for those who are already married, all we have to do is damage control. Okay? Number three, seek support. Reach out to trusted friends, reach out to trusted family members, or a therapist that will help you to walk through your specific situations. Because sometimes there is no one solution that can work for every relationship. That is why it's good you have a one-on-one session with a counselor or a therapist. So when they know your peculiar situation, then they can give you a tailor-made solution on how to help and work your relationship. So seek a therapist or a professional counselor for support and guidance, and possibly how to communicate in a healthy way so the relationship is not totally broken. Number four, evaluate the relationship. Take time to reflect on whether the relationship is healthy or sustainable for you. Call yourself to a meeting. Assess the pros and the cons, the negatives and the positive, the benefits and the disadvantages. Weigh both of them and know whether it is sustainable, whether the relationship is profitable for you, or whether you can continue with it or not. Number five, prioritize self-care. Focus on your needs, focus on your desires, focus on your goals, and discuss them with your partner, whether they are willing to work with you in your journey. If they are not, it's okay. Relationship is not by force. Okay? In conclusion, I would like you to remember these things. Number one, love should not feel like control or manipulation. This is very important. Number two, you deserve to be in a relationship where your individuality and autonomy is respected. In spite of the fact that two comes together to be one, you must also understand that you will still be an individual in that relationship, and both partners must respect each other's individuality. Number three, seek help. And understand that seeking help is not a sign of weakness. Rather, seeking help is a sign of strength. So if you are struggling in your relationship, don't stay there and die in it. Get help. Get help from a trained counselor or therapist. Get help from someone that can help you. It doesn't mean you are weak. Once again, I repeat, it's a sign of wisdom and is a sign of strength. If you're new on my channel, I want you to hit the subscribe button right away and stay glued, because a lot more is coming your way. Are there other ways you think we can handle situations in relationship where we feel controlled? I want you to share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. See you in another video. God bless.